الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب واحلم يجي الله إواجه أبمده سبحانه وتعالى وأشكره وهو أهل حمد وثانا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله ومصطفى اللهم صل وسلم على ذكر رسولك محمدا وأهله وصحبه وسلم. Alhamdulillah bil alamin. We thank Allah Almighty always, subhanallah, for every opportunity to realize our purpose and our mission. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We must always seek refuge in Allah Almighty from the accursed devil. Why? Because Shaitan's only mission is to bring us misery. His only mission is to bring us doubts. His only mission is to bring us confusion. His only mission is to bring us disobedience. His only mission is to bring us hatred. His only mission is to think that we are separated from Allah Almighty and that we are on our own and we may do anything that we wish on our own. No one, absolutely no one does anything on their own. Allah says, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel. Nothing happens except that Allah Almighty gives the permission for it to happen. Nothing is going to move except that Allah Almighty has already calculated what's going to happen. Let me just say it like this. None of us can fly. And if we desire to travel long distances and we have to go through the sky, we must take an airplane, or we must take a helicopter or a jet, or something, or a rocket to travel through the skies. Allah Almighty sent 124,000 prophets. May Allah be pleased with all of them. And their only mission was to take us back to Allah Almighty. There was a time that our grandparents, Adam and Eve, was in felicity. They were in paradise. And the only way to get to dunya, the low life, was to be disobedient. Shaitan came among them and he used Eve to get to Adam, and he promised that he could direct them and invite them and guide them to a place was far, far, far greater than where they were. He gave them a vision, because that's his whisper. He gave them a vision of the delights that they would encounter. The trees, the water, the mountains, the different beautiful sceneries. Left him only to think about that vision like he does us. To incite our desires. Because no one can never reach anything unless their desires are so strong to reach. That's why all you have to do is just look at yourself and think what you want to do. When you are with yourself and you realize where your desires are, at some point in time, you must reach that desire. Because that desire, along with that desire, there's also a vision. There's an elaborate vision. And it's in consumption of mind, body, and soul. And the things that we do are the things that we thought about and we desired. That's why it's a justice. Allah warns us so many times. We think about it, runs through our imagination. We begin to desire it. But if it's not a good desire, if it's not a good thought, Allah will send us a warning to warn us. Some way, shape, or form, beware. Because Shaitan's only mission is to cause us to fall from felicity into dunya, to hellfire. And that's what he did to Adam and Eve. That is the only weapon he has. The only weapon. He's been using the same weapon from the time that he tricked Adam and Eve. He said that I'm going to attack them from the front, from the back, from the left, from the right. That means all kinds of ways he's going to come to them with visions, grandeur, deceptions, flowery speeches, beautiful pictures, lovely feelings. So the desires will be so keen to reach. And he's just whispering, calling, calling, calling. But it's just a figment of our imagination. That's why the heavens didn't want that trust. That's why the earth and all the mountains didn't want that trust. Because Shaitan had the ability to cause us to renege on that trust. Causing us to fall like our parents. Now here's what's happening now. They fell from felicity into dunya. Now Allah forgave them. They were taken back up. Shaitan was never forgiven. He never repented. So now the descendants of Adam and Eve have to now find a way to get back up to where our parents fell from. Guess what? We're never going to make it through our imagination back to that place where we fell from. Allah Almighty said anyone who's going to use that same imagination and that same thinking and those same desires, like their grandparents Adam and Eve, will never get off the ground. No matter if they're reading books, whatever they are doing, but if they do not get on a plane, they can never go into the skies because they cannot fly. What is that plane?